Hello and welcome to the United Stand. Getting my words mixed up there. Really exciting, fantastic when news comes in from Italy. Get to use my bit of the lingo. Berdi Moratti, who is the Inter Milan director, I'll stop the Italian stuff now, has come out and said that she was asked basically, do they miss Mourinho? He said, no, he's happy now. He's going to Manchester. In fact, she said more than that, which we'll come into in a moment. But if you're new to this, it's all over the social media at the moment. A few of you have been a bit negative. We are live at the moment. There is live comments there saying, oh, the club haven't announced it, this and that. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't be too concerned about that, because the reality is that the club aren't going to announce it, are they? We're tumbling through this Louis van Gaal nightmare. I've suspected for a while that Mourinho was going to come in the summer. We need him now, to be honest, but in the summer, they've asked Louis van Gaal to stay. They don't trust Giggs, and Mourinho will come in the summer. Because if you are Jose Mourinho, exactly, why come into it now and then get tarred with the rubbish team that we've got at the moment? Bad performances between now and the end of the season. It's a common sense approach from Jose Mourinho to come in the summer. So back to what's been said then. He's in Italy anyway. He's there for the Inter Milan game. Some people thinking he was going to go back to Inter Milan. Never ever thought that would happen. He was there for a couple of years. He was very successful. They liked him there. He went to Real Madrid. I don't think he was ever totally as happy as he was even in Spain. Certainly not England. So couldn't see that happening. Some people saying he's there scouting players or just gone to see his old mate Moratti, who is the Inter Milan, obviously the owner. Berdi Moratti is the sister of Massimo Moratti, who is the owner of Inter Milan, and she has obviously met with Mourinho for lunch, is what's allegedly said. She's certainly spoken to him. She's certainly a credible source, and she's come out and said that he's not happy in Manchester. Now, I've spoken to my mate Dave, because he loves Italian food, loves garlic bread and Gino Ginelli ice cream. And what's actually said is that Jose Mourinho is going to Manchester. This is what she said. Jose Mourinho is going to Manchester. Louis van Gaal is a pig, and Jose's taking Ronaldo, Pogba, and Messi with him. I joke, but she did say he's happy. He's going to Manchester. Well, he ain't going to City, and he ain't. You know, there's only Manchester United left, so he's going to come. I understand a lot of you saying, well, it's not official from the club. The club aren't going to announce anything. I think the club do need to announce something now. I think it's essential that they announce something, because it undermines Van Gaal. I mean, he's undermined anyway, isn't he? But I think they do need to announce something. For me, this 3 games to save his career. Van Gaal's been gone for a long time. I think he was gone before Christmas. I don't think Woodward could get anybody in. And for whatever reason, I don't know what's going on with Giggs. And there's rumours that he's going to walk if Jose Mourinho comes in. Well, I'm sorry, that's a topic for another day in relation to Giggs. But Manchester United need to get the best manager. The best manager in the world is Jose Mourinho. Statistically and personally, I believe he is as well. The big thing is Premier League proven, and everywhere he goes, he wins a title in the first 2 years. And he's been to a lot of places. He's been to Porto, he's been to Chelsea twice, Inter Milan, Real Madrid. He wins the title in the first 2 years. He's very successful, and Premier League proven is exactly where Manchester United have been going wrong for a long time. Moyes wasn't Premier League proven. He couldn't beat the top 4. Louis van Gaal obviously wasn't Premier League proven. We brought players in like Memphis, Di Maria, not Premier League proven. We need Premier League proven, and Jose Mourinho is that. He's the best caliber manager out there. I think it's a bad kept secret. I think it's been rumbling around for a long time that it was going to happen. I understand as a Manchester United fan why all you lot would be concerned and don't want to believe it. But we've had such a bad 6 weeks. Believe it. We've got no football this weekend. Just believe it. Just go with it. I'm confident it's going to happen. The only person who can mess this up is Ed Woodward. I've just realised it probably made you feel less confident now. But let's go with this. I think it's something. We're on tomorrow night at 9 o'clock for the Sunday Night Live as per usual. We'll get into it in more depth then. But let's go with this. Let's go with it, because I think it's a real positive for us in a season of cesspool of rubbish. And nearly swore there. We don't want to do that. But Mantas says, when is Mourinho taking over? I think it's going to be the summer. I think it was always going to be the summer, which is why these secrets can't be kept. I think it makes sense to him. I think we'd all want him now, because I think Mourinho in from tomorrow could still win us the FA Cup, could still get us top 4, and could still get us maybe even win the Europa League. He is that good. It'd be very, very hard, and they should have done it 6 weeks ago when top 4 was still there to be grabbed. But with Van Gaal, we're just tumbling into this uncertainty. When you know your manager's going in the summer, which I think most of our players and fans do, the team starts to suffer. When the team's not playing very well either, it suffers even more, and they are being undermined. I think the club have got to say something. You can't keep a secret like this. I mean, a credible person like Bedi Moratti comes out and lets it out of the bag. Why shouldn't she? You know, she's asked a question if he's coming to Inter Milan. He's not. He's happy coming to Manchester. That's the message. I thought it was going to happen anyway. I think it's absolutely fantastic news. I haven't got any concerns about Mourinho, because I think those fans who do have concerns about Mourinho are hypocrites, because they backed Van Gaal without doing the homework, and Van Gaal is Mourinho. He plays this sort of football worse than Mourinho, because Mourinho's actually Premier League proven and knows how to entertain and score goals in the Premier League. Yes, he'll park the bus against Barcelona, the best team ever, but so what? And also, Van Gaal is awful in the transfer market, as has been proved, and he's passed it, as has been proved. So if you backed Van Gaal, which 99% of our support did, then I'd expect 99% of our support to be backing Jose Mourinho, because if not, you're a hypocrite, because Mourinho is actually 3 steps up from Van Gaal. Van Gaal 20 years ago, maybe, but for the last 7 or 8 years, he's played this turgid, boring football, which he brought to Manchester United. The board didn't do their homework, so if that's the reason they don't want Mourinho, it's a cop-out. If it's because of the youth, I think Manchester United's about the youth. How many games have we had a youth team player as part of our squad? It's going back like 70, 80 years. That's not going to change. It'll be part of the contract. And Mourinho wants this job. So I've got no concern there. And I've come back to it. It's Premier League proven. And that is what we need. So I've said it before in other videos. I'm absolutely ecstatic about it. I think it's the right thing to do. There we go. As I said, we need David Moyes, said Adils. I don't know about that. Drop us a like. Drop us a like. It means a lot to us. But Kazim said begging it off full-time Devils. I don't know what he's on about there. I don't know whether anything else is just broken, but it's breaking everywhere. It's breaking all over the media. Bedi Moratti, the best name I'll ever say this weekend. Absolutely love it. Say it yourselves. I'm ecstatic. I really am, and I've said that twice. But I can't see the problem with Jose Mourinho. Get commented below. Give us your thoughts. It's going to happen. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your day if you're not watching it at the weekend. I think it's fantastic news. Fantastic news. An oasis in a desert of dry rubbish. And we've got it. Mourinho long-term or short-term, Man United 1357 says, I tell you what, I think we're in such an absolute mess. Tyler's asking if it's confirmed. It's not confirmed about Mourinho. I don't expect the club to do that, but it is confirmed about this comment. Long-term, short-term, probably short-term, because that is his history, and I can't say he's going to be here for 10 years because that would be a total nonsense, wouldn't it? But I do think it is. I think he went to Chelsea because he wanted to build a legacy, which he's never done. And Chelsea did what they always do, mercenary, crapped all over him, didn't they? I think he wants to come to Manchester United and be here for 5 to 10 years. I do. But history, it'd be hard to say that. I personally do think he does. But even if it's short term, as I said, he wins you the title in the first 2 years. Manchester United, forget entertaining football or whatever like that. I think we'll get that. But the big thing Manchester United need to do, we're on the edge of a cliff and we are dangling off, and we're going to fall off if we get the wrong manager again or we keep Van Gaal. If we can win a title in the next 2 years by hook or by crook, it gets rid of this last 3 years of horror, and it gets us back up at the top table, and we go again. We've got to climb back onto the top of that table and be Manchester United, and Mourinho will get us the title. And then if he goes in 2 years and we start again, at least this last 3 years is gone. If we get it wrong again, it becomes 5, 10 years. We become Liverpool. Do we ever get back? So I think it's fantastic. Thanks everybody for watching. It's on Sky Sports now, apparently. We're coming back, says Bobby. We are coming back. Just remember, we always come back. We're Manchester United. You can knock us, you can drop us, you can punch us, you can hate us, but we always come back. We're strong. We're Manchester United. This is the United Stand. Like the video. See you tomorrow, Sunday night at 9 for the live reaction, live show as per usual, what I'm talking about, where we'll definitely be discussing this more. But it's fantastic news. Thanks everybody for watching. Enjoy it. I think it's brilliant.